Hey there, it's your girl Tanisha and I'm back with a new video. Today's video is a single braid takedown with the rubber band method. As you can see, these braids have got to go. So what you will need are some scissors. Those will be very handy in this process. You will also need some hair ties. I feel like hair ties are optional. So the next choice would also be some clips. In my case, I'm using butterfly clips. I like to alternate between the two because I have very thick hair and the clips, they got me. I know they got me. So the first thing I'm going to do is section off the first half of my head, the top half preferably. That way I get the hair that I'm not using out of the way and I avoid any accidental snips, because that can happen. Just saying. I'm going to start off by working with the back section, and I'm going to take a single braid and just measure it based off of my hair at the longest point. So like if I were to stretch my hair out, that's how long it would be, because I know my hair is not that long at this point because it's wrapped up in a bunch of braids. And I'm going to cut at that length, just like that. So I'm going to continue doing the same thing for the rest of the braids. You can see there's no hair there, it's clean, and that's how we need it to be. We don't need no accidental clips. I actually made the mistake of doing that before in the past, and it was really annoying because I almost gave myself some bangs I did not need. So I'll be continuing this process throughout my entire head. So in my case, I'll be cutting a single braid at the length of my hair when it's most stretched, and for the sake of time, this part will be sped up. But I'll be doing this throughout my entire head. So as you can see, I'm done the first phase of the single braid takedown, and I do a little celebration dance because that's hard. So the next thing I'm going to do is take all the braids and put them up into a top knot. That way I can just work with one strand at a time, and this is honestly the best way for me to do it. So what I like to do is start from the back of my head and then work my way up to the front, because I feel like the back is just the most difficult to deal with. So you should take your time with taking down the single braids, but since these braids are really big, it's not that hard, and they're really messy at this point. Like, they really had to go. As you can see, my hair is there unharmed. So I made the right choice, and it's actually pretty shrunken up right now because it's been in the braids for so long. It's been dealing with sweat and all types of who knows what. So the rubber band is actually close to my scalp, as you can see here, but unfortunately I didn't get the angle that well. You just see my ear and a bunch of dirt on my hair, which is normal because these braids have been in for like a month and there's gel buildup. But as you can see, I broke off the rubber band. They all pretty much came off really easily. Some of them just broke really easy. Some of them you just have to slide them off. But I'll show different angles later on. Once I take out the braid, I like to pull apart my hair to remove some buildup, excess shedding, or whatever single strands from the single braids that were left in the hair. And I repeat this process throughout my entire head. At this angle, I'm going to show you guys how I remove the rubber band from behind my head. It's actually a little bit more difficult because you can't actually see where the rubber band is, so you just have to feel for it and then just pry it away from your hair. Like, it's not going to hurt your hair in any way. I actually thought it was, but they all just broke off really easily because they've been worn out, they're old, and they just need to go. As you can see, I removed some shedded hair, some shedded blue hair to be exact, and I'm just going to repeat the same thing over and over and over again. This part has also been sped up, so I'm not working my hair really roughly. I'm actually taking my time while taking these braids down because I don't want to cause any breakage on my part, and I want to make sure that my hair stays in the most healthy state possible because it is my crown and I need to protect it. So that is very important. Probably the most important step. So at last, I'm at the final braid on my head. My hair is back to being in its natural state, and I'm removing the final rubber band from the front part of my head. And yes, I do have a patch of gray hair in the front of my head. I actually don't know why I have it, but I'm going to tell you, do not pull out any gray hairs that you see, because I feel like that's why I have so much now, because I pulled out the one or two I had before. So I had to give my scalp a good scratch because you don't know how good it felt to have them braids out of my head. The freedom to scratch your scalp the way that you need to. I know I'm not the only one. So what I'm doing now is pretty much fluffing through my hair and pulling through the ends of it to make sure I catch all the flyaways, the dead hair, and whatever single braids are left in the hair. There's a back angle. My hair definitely needs to wash, so I'm definitely gonna go do that now. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you back again soon. Take care.